Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the most. Well, I was about to say the next, and then I was like, well, it's not really the next, is it? Then I started going into the most recent, which makes no sense. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! And also the stream. And also, I guess we're back in top form, aren't we? Oh, I hope I'm not getting sick. Oh well. What's up? We're doing... Let's just check out the missions for a sec. But we are doing the Duelist Cup. Now, for those of you who don't know, occasionally Master Duel does these sorts of challenges where they'll have like a tournament or, I don't know, like a... You can only use fusion creatures, sort of like a specialized thing. Right now they're doing a tournament. If you get into basically level 20, dual level max, then you qualify for the second round of the tournament, which is, I believe, later in March. But yeah, we're going to be doing... I'm currently aiming for 10, so we're almost halfway there. We're going to be seeing how far we can go in the Duelist Cup with my new Melfi deck. I done changed it up a little bit. I tweaked it. Just a little bit tweaked. It's just a little tweaked. Oh, wait, have I don't remember if last time I streamed I had this, this effect. But I've got the exploding Karibo frame. I love it. It's one of my favorites. I don't love that. That's not one of my favorites. Let's get that out. Let's remove that from the graveyard. Hey Ole, welcome to the streams. Welcome back to the streams, actually. After my, what, 2-week hiatus, kind of? I streamed for a little bit on Monday, but it wasn't anything special. Alright, Pony. Pony! Into red. I think the very quick like switchback means they don't have any effects. No, they do. Oh, no, they don't. Or they're just saying no to their effects. Anyway, let's get into Gigantic. And I'll use this to search for... Well, we're probably gonna stick to the sprite engine, to be honest. Ugh. You, sir. You suck. Had some good news come through recently. Hey! Ole, what's the good news? What is the good news, Ole? You're going absolutely banana nuts Sundays on that guitar. Oh, it's a Katshira deck. No. No. That sucks. I mean, this thing's gonna destroy my Gigantic. For sure. For certain. It's just gonna attack and destroy it. Also gonna get rid of... Man, you had a Drolan Lock... Oh, goodness. Is this Katshira like Snake Eye? Or is this Katshira White Forest? Oh goody, it's Katshira White Forest. Yeah. Azamina cards. Huzzah. Can't wait. Alright, let's have some tea. Let's have some tea and just hang out, because this is gonna take half an hour. Katshira and Azamina and Sinful Spoils. Oh goody. So it's Snake Eyes, Azamina, Katshira. The three of the worst archetypes. 3 of the most hateable archetypes in the world. Okay. Why did you do that? Are you gonna go into Fiendsmith as well somehow? Alright. You're gonna summon this. Yes. This is the one with the wolves. This is the lady who has wolves. Who's avid dog mom. You contribute this card, negate an effect. Sure, if it's destroyed, add a sinful spoils trap. Yeah. Any battle damage your Azamina monsters except this one inflicts your opponent is doubled. Oh, it is. You do have snake eyes. No, but I figured that out earlier. Okay, are you gonna try and summon something else so that you can get Goddess of the Moon out? No, you... Oh, you have Fiendsmith too! This is ridiculous. You just took like all of the top archetypes. What, are you gonna whip out some Telements in a second? Do I have to worry about Fire Kings? Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kings. Your rabbit looks uncomfortable. My good fellow. So, Ole, you said good news. What is this good news you spoke of? You spake. You spake of good news. Is spake a real word? I've heard it before. You've been admitted to a health service unit for diagnosing stuff like ADHD. Hey! So you're the one doing the diagnosing, right? You're not just telling me that you're being diagnosed. Because I don't know how good a news that is. Although, I mean, like if you need the treatment, I guess that's very good news. And now, yeah. Man, I didn't realize it's so wild how these two cards in my hand. These are very good cards, by the way. Lightning Storm and Triple Tactics Talent are very good cards. They are basically dead right now. It's about what you've got, lol, not your work. Yeah, because I thought you worked as a tour guide. I was like, it's weird that you got this medical position. But, I mean, yeah, that's cool, man. So, you go to the, you've been admitted to the health service unit. So, you go there and they diagnose you and stuff. And I presume they give you, like, what you need, you know, medication-wise and everything. That's awesome. Hell yeah, Ole. I've asked this before, right? I've definitely asked this on a YouTube, obviously on a YouTube stream, on a Yu-Gi-Oh stream. What is this? What is this? Because Fiendsmith as a name already kind of doesn't make sense, right? But like Fiendsmith Engraver and all of them have this thing. It's like a big coffin thing that this dude has turned into what I guess is a gun. I suppose that's a gun that looks very much like a revolver chamber. But then there's another like Fiendsmith card later on, and it looks kind of like a bike. Fiendsmith confuses me as an archetype. Okay. Are you trying to like OTK me right now? I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, I think I just lose. Is this technically an FTK if it's your first turn? Or is it only an FTK if you go first? You have to go to a private therapist first, lol. Okay, so... Yeah. No, I assumed as much. But what I'm asking is, like, what's the benefit of being in this health service unit? Obviously, like, the diagnosis, getting that is a pretty big benefit because it means that you can, you know, take steps to live with it. That makes it sound a lot worse than it is, doesn't it? But it's basically that. Like, you learn how to, like, deal with it because you've been diagnosed. But is there another purpose to this, this health service unit? Does it, like, I don't know, give you other benefits? My guy, you won. You won already. Why are you trying to win more? Just win. Although, you know what? I think I know. I'll get into why I think this kind of stuff happens in card games in a minute. The benefit is what you said. Maybe treatment, advice, and counseling on dealing with it. I learned something about myself. Okay, so yeah. That's pretty cool. I'm really happy for you, Ole. I'm glad that you found that service. I don't know why I'm so like coffee today. I've been really phlegmy lately as well. I think maybe it's the change of the seasons. Maybe it's something else. Who knows? Anyway, the reason that I think people do that, like that they milk it. Obviously, there's some people who milk victories and stuff because they enjoy the feeling of like, I've won. I want to keep this feeling going for as long as possible, right? But I think another reason that people kind of milk it in these card games is that you often get into a situation where you have played a bunch of games and you just didn't get to do what your deck is supposed to do. Like, you get hand trapped or otherwise disrupted, and that sucks. You know, we've all been there. You come up with a strategy, it's really cool, you like it. It sucks to not be able to play the strategy. So I do genuinely get it when people kind of milk their victories, because it might be the only chance that you get to be able to enjoy playing with your strategy, like to see your strategy realized. So yeah, but anyway, I also think that like there is something to be said about not getting your strategy completely off. I've talked about this in the Magic videos a bit, where a lot of the times your like favorite experiences from a card game will be when things went really wrong and you kind of had to hobble together a victory. I had a game in the Duelist Cup, like I think it was earlier today, where I truly like played through I think every single card in my deck trying to beat this God, what was the strategy that they used? It was I can see it so clearly in my head. I can't remember. It was a really annoying one too. It's one of those kind of annoying ones. Oh, it was Labyrinth. There was a Labyrinth player who was just like, they had an answer for everything. They were summoning and stuff. I had an answer for everything. I was disrupting their summons. And it was really fun. I eventually ended up winning, but we were both down to like 600 life points at the end. And like running through as much as we could to try and make it work. It was great. At the end of the day, I'm still getting maybe and might. There's no conclusion yet. Yeah. No, I imagine it'll be like that for a while. Just simply because it's... Mental health is such a tough... It must be an incredibly tough field to be in. Because there's just so many variables, I imagine. Like, there's so many different ways things can manifest. Alright, let's do this. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? I would like you. And I would love that one. And maybe a Wally. Just for fun. Just for funsies. Because I already have a Wally in hand, so we're not wasting it. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Melfi of the Forest? Why not? Why not? Let's defense position that over there. And let's summon Rescue Cat. Now we're not going to use Rescue Cat's effect, or maybe we will, because it's not letting me, for some reason, do that. Okay. We'll summon Calentosa and Pony. I think effects will be... Oh, they aren't. Okay. Let's get rid of King Sarcophagus, because it doesn't matter. Getting rid of these things doesn't matter. King Sarcophagus is, well, okay, so it didn't. I was bamboozled. I was Joshua'd. Let's do that. And that. Actually get you in defense position over here. I can only summon beast creatures because of Obedience School. Which is... Oh, that's why I can't synchro summon into other things. Because I can only summon beast creatures right now. But let's do that. And then we'll get... hide and seek, please. I'll play hide and seek. I'll activate this. Get you into the graveyard. And then we'll face up, create a raccoon that's got 3,600 attack points. Then yeah, let's activate hide and seek so that we can draw a card. Hey, I never post my doodles. Believe in the heart of the cards always. I am the heart of the cards. I'm the beating, pulsating heart of these cards. Look at my fun forest friends and how they congregate to my aid. Hey, that's pretty big. Okay, let's do this. Put you over there so that that can cancel out that. Then I am going to attack. Why can't I attack right now? I must have done something to stop me from attacking. That's fun to know. Yeah, let's get Catty on the field. I need it more than anything else. Oh! Okay! Oh my god, I didn't... That's a cool Okay, so that interaction is really interesting. Obedience Schooled is supposed to... You summon a bunch of level 2 or lower beast effect monsters. Their effects are negated, and at the end of your turn, they're destroyed, right? And then you can't special summon anything except beast monsters. But Melfi Hide and Seek, for the first time, each beast monster you control would be destroyed by card effect each turn. It is not. So that cancelled out the destruction effect of Obedience Schooled. Which is a cool idea. But on the other hand, is not great. Because that means that I have this on the field, Valeriforn, who can't use its effect. And it's kind of shitty to have this, like, space on my field just taken up. I would much rather have this space open so that I can summon things. Because this deck is very good at summoning things. Alright, well now that we've done that, we've cancelled King Sarcophagus from working, so they can't... At least they can't summon more Horus monsters. And Imseti's ability is deleted. So if another card, leaves an opponent's field by an opponent's card effect while this card is in your monster zone, you can send one card in the field to the graveyard. So it's basically, if I destroy anything they own while this is on the field, they can destroy anything I own. But it's not destruction, which is important wording. What did you just do? Oh no. You done did that. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I'll add cards to my hand. Cool. Why not? Let's add Penny. I didn't know that Penny's effect is going to take place, because it wasn't in my hand when that beast monster was... Oh, it was. Okay, so I can actually summon it. Sick. I will face up defense. I will special summon. This, I can... that's not going to work, because my only other card on the field is Valeriforn, who's a tuner, so I'm not going to be able to synchro off of them. So instead, let's do this. Let's Wolf Tamer. Wolf Tamer will flip down these cards so that they can't use the effects. Will it flip down Ra as well? Yes. Oh my god, it will. That rules. Because Ra was just summoned, they can't, like, flip it face up. These cards, I believe Jurgen can flip face up because they've been summoned before. But the other ones can't be because they were summoned this turn. Hey, that's pretty good. Alright, in addition to this, something cool was announced for a video game I like. Oh, what was announced? For Age of Empires 2? What announcement was made for Age of Empires 2 of all games? That game is older than I am, I'm pretty sure. Believe in the heart of the cards? No, all the little guys. Yeah, it sucks. They can summon that Orb of Ra by using my creatures. Alright, well... That's life. Okay, so I have one... Am I gonna die now? No. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. It's fine. We're good. Okay. Ooh. That's not bad. Because I can do this. Kitty Tail, do I want to activate your effect? Yeah, alright, why not? Let's activate your effect, and I will target... I literally only have beasts, so it doesn't matter. And what am I gonna send to the graveyard? Let's send my white steed. Because that is very good in the graveyard. Now, why can't I summon another card? Oh no. Oh no, you prick. Barrier Statue of the Torrent. I can only summon, special summon water creatures. You utter bastard. How dare you. Man, if I had known that. Okay. Okay. No, it's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Or we'll die. Either or. I can't negate that. Age of Empires 2 has been on pretty constant revival period since like 2013. The devs announced an expansion that adds new civilizations to represent peoples within modern China who were doing their own thing in the past. Tibet, Tangut, Manchuria, etc. Wait, hang on. Okay. No. I take umbrage with this. So I know Age of Empires 2 is big, right? Is this like a new Age of Empires 2 or something? Negate the attack. Destroy targeted card. I fear this is just going to be... I want to use this anyway. But I do fear that this is going to be pointless. Ultimately. So, Age of Empires 2, is this the old Age of Empires 2, or is this like a remake of Age of Empires 2? Did they like reboot the franchise or something? Because there was an Age of Empires 3, and I'm pretty sure there was an Age of Empires 4 or something. My point being that why is it Age of Empires 2 as opposed to 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever? Why is that the one that's going through the revival period? It is cool. Don't get me wrong. It is cool that they're like adding smaller groups that you can play as. I think that that's always going to be fun. Because yeah, like it's fun to play as the big empires like Rome and whatever. Or so on and so forth. But it's also fun to like play as or play against the smaller countries. Because then like wacky stuff can happen, and we love a good bit of wackiness. A good bit of wackiness makes the world go round, is all I'm saying. Oh goody, it's Fire King. I think I can ash that. Yeah, I can ash that. Okay, so I don't want to use Obedience Schooled for this one. I think we'll keep Obedience Schooled around for if I really need it. What I want to do is rescue Cat. Are you gonna affect Vela? You prick. You bastard. I don't think I have an effect Veiler in this deck, so I can't cross out Designator. That sucks. That kind of sucks. Alright, but we can still do this, which will send the card to the graveyard. It's not going to do anything, but it'll free up the field, and then we can Obedience Schooled, which feels bad. It feels bad that I have to do that. That feels like a wasted play, but still. Alright, then what we're going to do is get Kitty Tail, Fenny, and Kalantosa. Oh, they have done with that with the other Age games as well, but 2 continues to be the most successful. Around 2019, the 3 original Age of Empires games got a definitive edition. Oh, okay. My question is, why... Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. My brain just went nowhere. It went nowhere quick. Why is 2 the biggest seller? In your opinion? Has it just got the best mechanics or something? Does it just run the best? Let's get Melfi of the Forest. Joyous isn't really gonna help us right now. Put that there. And then we're gonna detach a material. We'll put Fenny in the graveyard so that I can get Hoppy-Eared Squadron to my hand. Oh wait, no, I can only get Melfi creatures to my hand. Well, I can get Catty. Yeah, we'll get Catty. We'll play Catty on the end step. That's fine. We're not going to be able to do anything more anyway. What we're going to do is put Imperm here. Cross-out designator will go there. And then we'll go to the end step, and Catty will summon itself. Kalantosa will be destroyed. And we'll be able to get... Because this is a Fire King deck, so they're definitely gonna be special summoning creatures. Then we'll be able to get a Hoppy-Head Squadron, and we can put it onto White Steed and get maybe level 8. Oh shit, I'm gonna maybe be able to get Hoppy-Head Squadron now. Okay. That works for me. So this is Bestial Fire King. Is this... I always, I don't know why, but whenever I see Bestial, it makes me think of Branded. Fuck, that was stupid of me. Damn it, no. Oh, I forgot about Droll and Lockbird. Okay, so what happened was Droll and Lockbird has an effect that stops you from taking cards from your deck and putting them into your hand, aside from the first card you draw every turn. And so when I activated Catty's effect, it would have taken a card from my deck and put it into my hand, which Droll and Lockbird stopped. I was so stupid. Okay, yeah, let's imperm that thing, and then we'll also cancel that effect. And I believe that means that this just is a dead turn for Ravepunk. Worst comes to worst, I can just turn this... Oh. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about the worst coming to the worst anymore. Okay. Hey, and we leveled up, which means we get 300 gems. Hell yeah. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to keep going. And I beat a quest. I did a quest. I won a duel. I'm a real duelist. Hey, Yug. I'm a real duelist. That's the worst impression I can do from that show. I can't do a Brooklyn impression at all. I think it's so far away from my natural accent that it's just like... It just breaks me. But it's probably just something I need to practice. Updated graphics and some new stuff, and they have continuously added more since. Best gameplay feel and not too complicated really sums it up. So am I thinking of Age of Empires 2 correctly in saying that it's like the classic one? It's the one that like everyone thinks about when they think Age of Empires. Because when I think Age of Empires, I think the priests going wolololo, and the Big Daddy cheat where you summon a car with a laser gun on top, or the cheat where you summon a pram that has a baby with a Tommy gun in it. Alright, well that's annoying. We can't use Rescue Cat, and the rest of my hand is dead, so let's move to the next turn. Oh, it's Rundung 74. What have you got for us? I forgot how much early 2000 anime's art and fan art was influenced by Yu-Gi-Oh! How so? Really? I know, okay, so... This might sound silly. I guess it's... I don't know. I understand logically that Yu-Gi-Oh! Was this massive phenomenon. Obviously I do. I'm playing a digital version of the card game that came out like 28 years ago. This card game is as old as I am, and I'm playing a digital version of it online in front of other people. I understand that it was a phenomenon more than most. But there's something... I think it's like a weird... crossed wires thing where, because I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid and it's so nostalgic for me, it's so like connected to my childhood, that I can't like compute it having that sort of impact globally, because it's one of those things of like, well, this was important to me as a kid. For some reason, it feels like a very isolated thing. So obviously, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Art must have had a massive, what's the word? Influence on early 2000s fan art and everything. It must have. But in my head, I can't, like, compute that. You know, I think it's also because in the early 2000s, I wasn't looking at fan art of anything. I was not on the internet at all. I only rarely got into the internet in, like, the mid-2000s at earliest. Probably, I would say, nearer to the 2010s than anything. I was pretty offline for a while, and now I'm tragically online. Ah, yes. Yu-Gi-Oh's favorite. Small girl. That turns into big girl with wolves. As opposed to me, who has small cat. That it one day could become big cat. Or possibly even 2 cats. What are you? Oh, you turn into... Sylvie of the White Forest obviously turns into that one that I have. Are you about to summon it? Do I not need to show it? No, you're not about to summon it. It's this one. Silvera. Yeah, Silvera, Wolf Tamer of the White Forest. Oh, and the 2 wolves. In her card art, the 2 wolves that were inside her become enormous and, like, distinctly outside her. There's no vowel. Madam. Madam, I know that you're a high fantasy character created by a Japanese company, so, like, I know it's gonna be weird. Alright, this isn't my first rodeo. Hell, this isn't even my 3rd rodeo. I'm rodeoed out. So I know, I've been around the block a few times. Where is the vowel? You can't just be regular. Okay. Diabelle. I wish Diabelle didn't look so cool because I fucking hate this archetype so much. It's so annoying. It's everywhere. It's like Fiendsmith now. It's not even that, like, I've never been able to beat White Forest or whatever. It's always just that I have to see it all the time. Actually, the stuff you described is a little of both 1 and 2. Yeah, because that's... I don't imagine that they took out the Wolololol priest thing for Age of Empires. I feel like that became a staple. But I also don't remember a lot of Age of Empires. In fact, I don't remember Age of Empires being necessarily historical. I mean, it must have been. But from what I remember, Age of Empires was very much just you build an empire. And then it goes to... It's like Civ, but instead of playing as a country, you, like, make your own. That's how I always looked at it. But again, it's been a very long time since I've played Age of Empires. Maybe one day, if it goes on special or something, I'll buy it and we can play it on the channel. I'm sure Emilio would love that. And then I'll ask all of my Age of Empires questions then. Okay, well now you guys are just bullying my cat. Why are these mean forest ladies bullying my cats, dude? This is the 2nd time in a row that I've played a cat. And a weird cherry blossom zombie ghost has stopped it from doing its favorite thing, which is dying so that I can get 2 different things. And now you're summoning Satan. And, like... That's so rude. You didn't have to flex on my cat that much. Damn. I feel like you've never had a DeviantArt account. I have a DeviantArt account right now. As we speak. As the words are coming out of my mouth. My DeviantArt account persists. Age is 100% vibes-based, history-inspired. Okay, so it's not like... It's not a one-to-one. It's not Civ, it's not Attila, it's not CK3 or whatever. It is basically like, this is kind of like this. But do you still pick a country in Age of Empires? Or do you just like pick where your country is geographically? Or do you like, how does it work? How do you determine what your empire, what their like look and culture and feel is? Also, just real quick, I love a good vibes-based history inspired. It's got to be one of my favorites. Vibes-based history inspired is so much fun. Because like, as someone who studied history and has a genuine interest in history and everything, accuracy is fine. And I know that it can really annoy people when things aren't accurate, and I get that. But, however, consider instead the much more fun idea of like, what if China, but they had pterodactyls? But there are pterodactyls now? But pterodactyls in China? Okay, so imperm, that's fine. You pick a civilization is what the game calls them. Each does have its own unique features, unique units, upgrades, etc. They're generally based on history. Okay, so you're not going to be picking like China. You're going to be picking like Mima. The totally not China, generic China one. What's your favorite, Ole? Give me a rundown of what your favorite empire to play as is. And also, I never post my doodles. What's a game you've been playing lately? Let me know. I wanna know. Can you show me? I have to be so careful with singing on these streams because we will get demonetized very fast. Okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna special summon. We're gonna special summon Melfi of the Forest. No, we're not, because I want Catty to stick around. We're gonna special summon Sprite Elf. And maybe if I keep doing bullshit, maybe if I keep doing things, it'll eventually work out. Yeah, we'll get Wally back on, and then we will enter. I've given you the wrong impression, I think. Age does not try to be more historic. Does try to be more historic than not. Chinese is one of them and one of my faves. Oh, okay, so you do pick the countries, but it's not like crazy detailed or whatever. Okay. What's the benefit of picking? Why is China your favorite one to play as? What is its cool unique trait and everything? Oh, it's Duels. Guys, everybody get hype, it's Telements. And that's a Fallen of Albaz. It's branded Telement. That means fusions. That means a lot of fusions. And is that a Tri-Brigade? To be fair though, that's probably the only Tri-Brigade card. Yeah, I'll activate Melfi Wally. I'll fucking activate Melfi Wally and Sprite Blue. I'll activate my whole goddamn board. Someone just sent me a message that says this shit is my jam, and I have no idea what they're talking about. Oh, they sent me a video. Okay. Yes, I will special summon a monster to the field. I will summon a puppy. And I will summon Pony. Why the hell not? And then Catty, I'll get Penny to my hand. That's gonna be probably for the best. And I can synchro summon something good. Something good. Something good, you might say. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that. We're not gonna worry about that at all. It ain't no thing. It ain't no big thing even. Penny, go. Go, my delightful baby seal. Allow me to summon something incredible. We're gonna summon desert locusts. That's right, I'm going plagues on this. I'm going mythological. I suppose, no, mythological, to all of my Christian viewers. That was a poor choice of words. I meant to say theological. Because Christianity is a religion right now. It's not a mythology just yet. Let's let the world progress a little bit before we start calling things other things. Although, Desert Locust was maybe the wrong choice to make, for this particular... against this particular deck, you know? Okay, we're gonna do that. We will get... Oh, do I want Baron? No. We want Axel. Let's do that. I think... Okay, so that didn't really work. Well, at least I didn't accidentally sacrifice Barone to that. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have made the Telements deck discard things. That was silly of me. Minecraft baby! Minecraft baby! Floating islands won't build themselves. You build floating islands? I feel like I'm so boring in Minecraft. I like build a house. That's it. I build a 1-bedroom apartment and then I just do shit. I just start like mining or whatever. But Minecraft to me is like a meditative experience. I don't look at it as like a creative project as much as I look at it like I can chill out and listen to a podcast or some music or whatever and then just, you know. Oh, they just dumped half their deck in the graveyard. There's going to be so many effects right now. Let's get into the chat. Chinese gets a blanket discount on all technologies and upgrades, which makes it very versatile, and their unique unit is fun. It's a rapid-fire crossbowman. Now, if I recall correctly, when you build up your empire enough, you like progress, right? So you go from using like bows and arrows to crossbows and whatever to using muskets and things like that. How does the rapid fire crossbowmen sort of progress? Do they just like get a machine gun or something, or do like what's the progression rate on that? Blanket discount on all technologies and upgrades is pretty cool. I like that a lot because, like you said, it's very versatile. That means you can try out new things with every game. That's awesome. Hellenism has gotten a resurgence, but we still call it Greek mythology. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. What do you suppose determines whether something is mythology or religion? Is it age? Is it like popularity maybe? I almost said relevance. Maybe relevance is not a too bad a word for that actually. But popularity is what I mean. Man, I'm just boned, I think. It's still main phase 1. Yeah, I'm boned. They can just attack. Again though. But you see, this is what I mean, right? Like, I imagine that this person hasn't had the opportunity to just go off with this deck for a while. Like, they've probably played against... Well, they're playing Telements. They're playing branded bestial Telements. Like, this is a very popular deck. This is a tier, what, 2, tier 1 deck? I would probably say tier 1. Which means that they get to much higher ranks than I do. Because ranked is really the only thing worth playing. Because it's the only thing that gives you rewards. Although, I sometimes, like, playing solo or something can give you rewards. It depends on your missions. But yeah, I imagine that that person has been playing ranked on, like... Let me show you. Let's go here. So, currently, for instance, because I know that some of my viewers probably aren't as familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Currently... Oh. Okay, well, I didn't know about this. Huh. Player? You're first ranked? True duelist named Player. Damn, dude. Alright, here's the details. Here are all the ranks. I'm currently sort of dead in the middle. From about Platinum onwards, the decks get a lot more consistent and a lot stronger, and start conforming more to the meta. You don't run into, like, rogue decks as much. Like, my decks generally would be considered rogue decks, because the meta decks are just a lot more consistent and powerful. And so, well, powerful is a very... What's the word I'm looking for? Case-by-case basis in card games. It's more about consistency. Things like Snake Eyes are not necessarily the most powerful effects in the game, but they are like a very consistent archetype. They can get their creatures out very quickly and very frequently in one turn, so they can do a lot because of that. That's why they frequently hit the top of the meta all the time, because you can also put Snake Eyes into basically any deck that uses fire monsters. Telements also tends to be about tier 1, so does Bestial and Branded. Using them together, it works really well. They feed into each other's strategies really well. So I imagine that that person probably plays in, like, Diamond or Master, maybe even. Who knows? They could be Platinum or Diamond around about it, which means that they probably have run into a lot of decks that just annihilate them. That have so many answers that just, like, absolutely ruin their experience. Like, they can't play their cards. So I imagine when they get an opportunity to just go off, it's also maybe ingrained into you, because I, for instance, with the deck I'm currently using, which is named Critters, I have very often started doing plays when I could just attack, because I didn't realize that I could just attack. It's almost like you get yourself into the habit of doing plays. And I think that's another reason for why people like milk victories, that you just get so into the habit of, like, well, I have a rescue cat, I need to play it and use it to try and make Melfi of the Forest, and then get into trying to make, like, maybe number 64 or make Baron or whatever, and then you sort of sit there and you go, like, oh wait, I could win if I attack. I literally just need to do one attack and I win, and then you do that. It's weird. It's a very special, like, unique to card games kind of thing, that it puts you so into the mindset of playing your strategy that you can almost miss winning because of it. What the hell are you? You look awesome. Damn. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card art hits sometimes. Okay, nah, like all unique units, it just gets an elite version with better stats. Oh, okay. do the visuals change? Because that's my favorite thing in video games, is when you upgrade something and it changes how it looks. Which is actually, I've been playing a lot of Persona 3 Reload lately. I got it on special. And, man, equipping a new weapon to see, like, the weapon change on my character is big. It's huge for me. It's a very like, I've always been very aesthetically focused, as all of you know. I never shut up about it. And seeing that, like, aesthetic change, it just feels like progress, you know? It's so good for my soul. Unlike Civ, Age of Empire unique units don't replace a regular unit, they're an addition. Oh, okay. Huh, cool. I'm definitely gonna try and play Age on AoE on stream, I think, at one point. Oh, ouch. Yeah, sometimes you just lose. So how do you choose your deck? I go on to... If I want to play a good deck, or see what, like, a good example of a deck is, there's a site called Master Duel Meta that has a lot of, like, people posting their deck lists, saying, like, this is what I've been using, and it shows you their rank and everything, and then you can go and check it out. There's a channel I watch sometimes called Courtesy that has a lot of fun deck lists, like Sushi Future. I got this deck list from Courtesy's channel. It's a very fun deck. I would heartily recommend that channel. Otherwise, I mostly just use Master Duel Meta. I'm currently trying to build Albion, which is going to be my Dogmatica Invoked deck, because I love Invoked. This little guy, this little cat boy. I know that's supposed to be a hood, but it always looked like cat ears to me. Who becomes a bunch of cool fusion creatures. Because he's Aleister Crowley, and he's summoning demons. But the whole point of it is to... I just have a lot of ultra rares I need to get. So this tournament came at exactly the right time, because it's a bunch of extra gems. Visuals of most units change with upgrades, not uniques. However, the big update I mentioned now is giving uniques upgrade visuals too. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, I think, personally, I need to upgrade my unique unit into someone who isn't streaming anymore. Before I do that, wait, I'm curious now. I'm on Steam. It's the spring sale at the moment. Age of Empires. Let's take a look. It's the definitive edition, you said. Age of Empires 3 definitive edition is free. That's insane. Age of Empires 2 definitive edition is 122 rand. Is this the one that's been updated recently? Let's take a look. Buy Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition with, like, a bunch of the DLCs and whatever, 122 rand. And then there's the Ultimate Bundle, the 25th Anniversary Collection. Maybe. Maybe. And Mountain Blade. And whatever. Latest update was... Let's see all updates. Oh, this is the one. Okay. Oh, but why critters? Oh, like, why did I choose to... Why am I choosing to play critters over these other ones? Well, these two, role-playing game, which is a deck I rarely want to make, but this is sort of like a pet project for me, because it's a lot of, like, ultra rare stuff I need to get. But a lot of this is runic stuff, which the runic art makes it look like you're playing a video game, usually like a role-playing game of some sort. And generators, which are meant to be like end-game video game bosses. They're also Norse mythology themed, which, as we all know, is like my favorite. But this is just a lot of resources I would have to put into building this, and I don't think it's going to be amazing or anything. I think this is just going to be sort of fun for me. The reason I'm playing critters is that Sushi Future is very fun, but it's not super consistent. And I don't know that I'm necessarily the best at piloting it yet. I need to practice with this more. This one is my more consistently powerful deck. Yeah, this one I understand how to play a lot better. I know the combos and everything a lot more, and it generally functions a lot better than Sushi Future does. Sushi Future is very fun, and I imagine it can be very good. I'm just not fantastic at using it yet. Like, it has a lot of, like, cool pieces to it, but, you know, I don't know. I just need more practice with it, I guess. I'm talking about... Whoop, sorry. I'm talking about an upcoming DLC, to be clear. Announced, not out yet. Okay. Well, even so, I think, I'm not gonna buy this game on stream. This ain't that kind of stream, and I don't have that kind of money right now. I mean, I do have that... Let's not... I'm not saying I don't have that amount of money. Okay. I've really talked myself into a corner that I didn't need to. I am a barely functional human being. I've managed to, like, talk myself into a hole with myself. But anyway, I'm not going to buy that game on stream just yet, but I'll keep an eye out for it while the spring sale is happening. Hopefully, I'll be able to buy it soon, and then we can play it on stream, maybe next week or something, on Thursdays. Yeah, I think maybe we'll take a break from Yu-Gi-Oh! For a little bit, and I'll play that on stream. And hopefully on Monday, we'll get back to playing Pokemon. Life has just been sort of a little hectic lately. As you guys must have seen from the announcements and whatever, that I've been going through some personal stuff that I'm not going to get into on stream or on the channel or whatever, but it's everyone's okay. Let me just make that clear. Like, I'm okay and everything. It's more a case of, like, I haven't had the time. I've had to rework a lot of things to fit into this new sort of, like, stuff that's been happening. I haven't had the time to be able to stream, but I'm gonna try and make some more time on Mondays and Thursdays again to get back to our old schedule. I've been trying to work hard on the Magic video. It's been kind of rough with all the stuff that's been happening, but I'm getting there. We're getting there, and eventually we'll be able to release it. Hopefully, I'm still aiming for the end of March for the next video. We'll see if we get there, but that's currently the aim for it. I would say about half-ish way through doing it, maybe a little bit less than half, but I'm around that marking. So we have the ability, we have the technology, we can rebuild that series, and we will. If you buy it, I'll play you. Ole, please ruin me in Age of Empires. Absolutely demolish me, my friend. And here I thought you just like cats. I love cats. I do. And that, like, Melfi's having cats and also having access or using the mystical beast cards, like Kitty Tail, is not a Melfi card. This is a mystical beast of the forest card, which are cards I love. I love Valeriforn and I love Kalantosa and everything. I've heard that this archetype on its own is not great. Like, Mystical Beast of the Forest is not a fantastic archetype on its own. Let's look it up. Beast of the Forest. Because there are a bunch of them. There's, like, Uniflora. There's... Alpa Caribou? And Carpiponica. Yeah, basically, like, a lot of these are about putting things in your graveyard and getting things back from your graveyard, and they have effects that allow you to like trigger when you normal summon or special summon them. Like this, if all the monsters in my graveyard are beast monsters, I can tribute it and special summon one beast monster from my hand or graveyard, except this, but it cannot attack this turn. Like, that can set up a play, but it's not amazing, and it's not really useful for my strategy. This one, while in attack position, winged beast, insect, and plant type monsters can't be destroyed by battle. And when it's in defense position, they can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. That's pretty good. But it's level 7. Level 7 doesn't really work for this deck. The only high level cards I can have in this are White Steed and Alpha, because these two summon themselves through effects. I don't need to like sacrifice anything or whatever. And they're both beast cards, so they work for like Catty's search ability and things like that. And this one summons itself because if you control level 2s, which are most of my cards, and this one just requires that I have less attack on my side of the field than my opponent does, which generally I will, with absolute powerhouses like Melfi Wally. Anyway, I was in the middle of saying goodbye. So long. Thank you for all of the fish. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully the new videos will be out. Remember to go and give some of our older videos some love. And maybe go and check out Hardly Heroic, which is our other channel that Emilio has. It's almost at 2,000. I think it's at 2,100 subscribers, and it recently got passed over for demonetization because YouTube is broken. But it's a really cool channel. Go and check it out. He puts a lot of like war game stuff up there. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week. So long.